good thing.
All right, now we're just testing the audio really quick.
Are we live right now?
We are live.
Oh, we're live right now. Okay.
So, the music's actually at an okay volume.
Is it?
Yeah.
Cass is listening in her headphones.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep that.
Cool.
Okay.
That's a thumbs up.
That's a thumbs up. Love it. Okay. We can transition to the actual camera now.
Yep. Excellent. Oh, excellent. Very good. Okay. Oh. There we are.
Okay. Hey.
Okay. So this is what we're working on.
It is Batman.
Man-Bat.
Man-Bat.
Yeah.
This has been an emotional sculpture that I've been working on. Someone wound up putting some money down for a pre-order for it, so it's high time that we finished it.
Yeah, now the pressure's on.
Yeah, the pressure, but it's still like it's a good sculpture.
Hannah says, sick.
Awesome.
Drone Guy says, cool.
It's one of those things where it was just like, I need to sculpt something. I need to
You're a little high now.
have
Here.
emotions. Yeah,
There
okay,
we
you
go.
be the cameraman.
That's why I'm over here.
I got you.
Shadow Hex 101 says, looks amazing. Thank you.
Awesome,
Thank you very much. Yeah, this one's all Cass. I helped by putting some clay on there.
Yeah, you helped me bulk it up a bit.
Just by doing the grunt work, but it's mostly been her. And yeah, it's been coming out super great.
So you guys let me know if there's any, because I'm going to be mostly working on this side. If there's any issue with seeing it or asking what I'm doing, please
Based
let me
on
know.
the preview that I'm seeing right now, you look good.
Okay.
You got a nice clear view of the side of the mask.
Very good.
Good.
So I had initially put these little guys here as a reminder because I want to do some cool squiggles coming up around the back here.
Some kind of horns or some kind of chitinous growth.
Yeah, some kind of growth thing. And again, this is very, very rough stages. This was basically a sculpture block in. And I did the majority of this texture with a butter knife because it was what I had.
Do you want me to grab you a butter knife?
I should grab my clay tools, so just one moment.
Okay. All right. I guess I'll just vamp for a little bit.
Behind you.
Yeah, this was sort of a spontaneous project that Cass started pretty much on a whim. And it's just sort of developed over time, just whenever she's feeling in the right mood, sits down and actually does a little bit of work on it. Trying to figure out how to do the back and the sides.
I might leave that because we're gonna.
It doesn't have to be the whole head.
It's true. Our plan for this was to mold and cast it. I liked the idea of having a jaw that could move, but I don't want to building that into a clay sculpture is going to be a very difficult process. So my plan is to make a very distinct line, so if people wanted to cut and hinge them, they could. Kind of like a Miss Monster mask, how she has like very distinct teeth, and then you can sort of Dremel out between the teeth.
Is the chat familiar with who Miss Monster is, or
if
what
y'all
her work
if y'all
consists of?
if y'all haven't seen Miss Monster, go check her out.
Indeed, I'll drop a link in the chat.
Yeah.
I know for a fact Hannah is.
Yeah. We did a mask actually for Hannah a while back. It was a really cool bluish leopard thing, and we added hair to it and stuff, and it was just like it looked really cool.
Hannah loves teeth masks.
It's cool.
Shadow Hex is familiar with Miss Monster as well.
Yeah.
He likes her work.
God, her work is so inspirational. I apologize for the noise in advance. I'm going to use a heat gun on this to make the clay a little bit more pliable.
If you want, I can turn down the capture on the microphone.
Don't
Possibly.
turn it down.
I can mute it.
Mute it for just a second.
Okay. We're going to mute ourselves for just a second. Enjoy our background music.
Oh, don't turn it up that.
And we're back.
We're back.
How was that? Was that a seamless transition, chat, or was that just the worst? And I am still Googling Miss Monster. Sorry, bear with me.
That's okay. You take your time. So this makes it more pliable.
Yeah, the heat
because
gun.
this is a wax-based clay.
Yep.
So it allows you to actually move the clay around instead of just like, I don't know, having
There we are.
like a marble sculpture where you have to like pull away at the clay. You can actually add it pretty easily.
Excellent. There we go.
You might actually want to turn the music up.
Oh.
Hold on. Yeah, I don't hear anything. Yeah, our music's been a little funny on the Mac.
Can y'all hear the music okay? A little louder? How about there? Is that anything? Oh, no. Maybe it's between songs? Because it's not...
It's not doing...
Yeah, it's not doing anything.
Go open up.
That's muted anyways, is it not?
It is.
Oh,
Is that
there we are.
muted?
I don't know.
Okay, there we
There we
go. We're fixing stuff.
Excellent.
Alright. I'm going to turn that down a little bit.
Okay. Better.
I'm a little bit of an audiophile.
I know you are.
It's important to
okay.
have good audio.
I agree. I agree completely.
Okay, I'm good for now.
So, what do you mean you're good for now?
I think I'm good to get into sculpture and stuff.
Oh, okay. I was going to ask what your next steps are.
So my next steps will be adding those little horn pieces. Kind of blocking things in, blocking in some shapes.
Do you have any reference or any creatures in particular that you're thinking of?
This one was very freeform, so no. It's more just playing with shapes. I started with kind of a skull type visage with a little bit of some bat elements because that's just fun. But in terms of the sculptural process for this one, it was more of a free form. Like, let's just see what shapes flow into what.
Okay.
And see how it does.
I see. Is there something you'd like me to get? Anything that'll make your job easier? Anything you'd like to look at and reference like that?
I mean, do we have books and stuff?
I mean, I have books. I have plenty of books. No, I was thinking I could just Google it for you, put it on the computer.
Oh, okay. Nothing comes to mind right now.
Okay.
More it's just the flowing shapes. When I get back into the structure of the face, I might want to look at I think I was looking at a vampire bat face.
Vampire bat's cool. Yeah, you can definitely see that in the teeth.
Because they have this really cool, like, they got these big buck teeth in the front, and they have just like really weird teeth.
Mamaku says teeth.
Teeth.
Yes.
Much teeth. Maybe that, yeah. If you wanna pull up a Google image, so long as it doesn't interfere with chat too much.
It shouldn't.
And just find some reference. Reference is king. Always do the reference.
Reference is very, very, very
So
helpful.
important. So important to use.
But I was specifically thinking more of the horns. Is there any critter or animal or anything like that you're specifically inspired by, or
No,
anything here?
that's a good question. No, it was more just sort of undulating waves.
Okay.
Because I liked how we have the cheekbone kind of going here, so I wanted to flow that into something that maybe curls in the back. In the final version, I'd want to put some kind of scary looking bat ears on it, but I don't want to sculpt that in because that'll be a terror to mold and cast.
I would almost be afraid that the bat ears might look too goofy.
That's another reason why I don't want to mold and cast it with the bat ears.
Yeah.
Because I want to try it in my head. It looks good, but I don't know if in reality it'll look okay.
I mean, it's a fine line between cool and Green Goblin.
Yes.
Like from the Sam Raimi Spider-Man
Oh, yeah.
Green Goblin.
Oh yeah.
Which was a decent movie, but he looked goofy as hell. So I had the thought,
Yeah.
maybe you would like to see one of these lads here.
From Doom?
Doom Eternal had some really good demon designs come on. They did interesting things with the head.
I did want to make
there's-
the basic demon from Doom as a mask with a little hole in their head, which would be great to see out of in a mask.
Oh, the zombies.
yeah,
the zombie
the
ones.
standard zombies.
Okay. So I have images of vampire bats here. We can click through, but there was
More vampire bat skull if we can, because I
vampire
can
bat
actually.
skull.
I think this will be more interesting for people to view if I do the face.
Skull. I tend to agree with you. They look disappointingly normal.
Yeah, they look like a weird dog, like a pug or something. Though I am seeing there that the nose is a lot wider
Yeah.
on those guys and a lot more like puggish.
I
Very
will drop a link to a vampire bat skull image in chat. That was a mouthful.
Cool.
It's like, for an animal like a vampire bat, which is sort of visceral and virulent, vile. It's very sort of benign almost.
Yeah.
Ah,
It's just nice
Traxinox.
common stream.
Yeah.
Oh, very good.
well, we tried.
Welcome. What is their name?
Traxinox.
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 Welcome to our sculpting a horrible bat face tonight.
Calming stream, not so much calming subject matter.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I don't know. I find some comfort in the grotesque like this.
I agree.
I find skulls to have such cool shapes. Like they just
There can definitely be a sort of elegance to it.
yeah, absolutely.
Let me see here. I want to find you. Oh, there was in Doom 2016. There was a summoner, which kind of reminds me.
Oh, I
of
loved
this.
the summoners. I loved because they
With
have
it's sort of like a crest or something
Yep.
up on top.
Yep. They had some like really cool. I could draw it, but
I can drop a link to the summoner as well
There you
in
go.
chat. Let's see.
just so chat can see all of our reference material.
Exactly. Yeah. Oh, I like that one.
Yeah,
you
that's-
won't
is
show
that
it to me
concept
though.
art?
It might be.
Oh, it's Pinterest.
Oh, Pinterest. Pinterest is positively cancerous.
I can't. Pinterest is good for some things, but if you're looking for art inspiration and you need the images, it's very difficult to pull the images from Pinterest.
There we are. I'll
They're
open
really
this one
cool
up.
looking.
Yep. They have that kind of, the crest sort of flows out of their head. It's very cool.
I like that. All right, I'm gonna sketch in some stuff here.
There we are. I like that. Oh, this is a dumpy picture. I picked a bad picture.
That's fine.
Not for chat. They deserve better.
Chat deserves better.
Chat deserves only the best.
I could do that for these guys here.
What's that?
Doing sort of like what the summoner has, where they have these little depressions in there.
Okay. Let me open this in a new tab. Oh, that's a much better picture. Alright, so
Yeah, that's really cool.
copy, and I can paste that right in there.
I can do that.
Here is this as well. Mamaku says hybrid skulls, heart.
Yeah, exactly. Could you actually pull up the picture of the bat skull?
Yes, of course. I can bring that back.
Yeah.
It's, again, disappointingly boring.
Okay, yeah, I know. It looks kind of like a pug. I just want to reference it for the nose here.
Yeah, sure. Sorry, the computer's being a little slow.
It's because it's streaming.
Yeah, it's doing a lot. Also, if the stream dies at any point randomly, we apologize.
Yeah.
This computer might have a memory issue or perhaps an overheating issue. So if the stream just quits for no reason, we'll be back.
Yeah, it tends to, we do D&D with our friends, and Ross DMs
Yes.
from this computer, and occasionally the computer just gives up.
It says no.
It just says no, and it just decides to not, and it shuts down.
Yeah.
But that's okay. All right, you can probably put that next to chat, or put chat in front of it.
I don't know if it works like that,
It
but I'll
does.
try. No,
Well, that's because you have it full screen.
it doesn't like it.
You have it full screen.
I have what full screen?
You have Chrome full screen, dear.
Oh.
Go all the way up. There
Look,
you go.
I'm used to it
I
being
know.
full screen. Look,
I
I'm
know.
sorry.
That's okay. That's
There we
okay.
are.
We teach you the ways of technology at some point.
I will learn eventually, maybe.
You will learn. Could you actually get my other clay tools? The one in the bag?
Yeah, I think that's in the.
I think they're in the desk drawer.
I thought so.
They're not in the top drawer because I moved them. I think they're in the drawer adjacent to the left.
Oh, okay. I am looking presently. Yeah, here we are.
Ah, perfect. Those are my good sculpture
There's
tools.
more Sculptex too if you want the soft stuff.
No, I don't want to use the soft stuff.
Okay. Well, just I figure you're having to fight so much with the hard stuff that the soft stuff might work well for some of the detail areas. I think you've lost something.
What? Because of the nose?
Yeah, it looks a little too like those pig aliens in Star Wars.
Yeah, I see that. All right, I'll cut it down. It's a process. It's a process.
Like that guy in the bar in Mos Eisley when he got his arm cut off.
Oh yeah, with the real messed up nose.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a weird. Did their whole species look like that, or was he just messed up?
I think he was just messed up. I'm not sure. I think he was supposed to be human. I thought he
Was he?
I
No.
thought so. I don't know. The walrus guy was a walrus. I remember that. He was cool.
Was there a walrus guy?
Yeah, there was a walrus guy and there was a doctor with a messed up nose.
Huh.
What? What's up?
No, it's just making sure chat was refreshing.
Oh, okay. Yep. Nope, we're good.
I apologize for all of the noises. Ah, my sculpting spoon.
The best
best.
tool. Hey, sometimes it's the simplest tools that work the best.
Yeah, because you have like all the flat edges, and you can kind of do with this thing.
Oh, you know what it is?
What?
I think you need to angle these up more.
Yeah.
It's more heart shaped.
It's a heart-shaped
Yeah.
nose.
Sort of like Seth.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We have another project, Seth, that has a heart shape. Actually, do we want to show that on stream?
Yeah, I'll trot it out in front of the camera. There's the lad.
Yeah.
There we are. Let's see how that's coming through. Back it up a little bit if you can. And I can turn the camera just a little bit. There you are.
That's good. So this is
There's
one of
the
our EVA foam heads that we're working on.
Yeah, there you go.
We have a client commission, and so they have this sort of really cool nose that they're going to see out of. And we're going to finish it with mesh and paint it up so you won't really be able to see, that they're seeing out of it.
Yeah.
But Ross has been doing a really good job putting in all this, like, scar sort of texture. I don't know if that's really picking up.
I don't think it is. A little bit, vaguely.
But he has this really cool, like, scar coming from the eye and revealing the tooth.
Yeah.
So it's really neat.
Thank you.
You are welcome.
But yeah, the whole patterning process is a lot like sewing or stitching, where you take the individual pieces and stick them together to make a big thing.
Yeah. Alright. I'm going to try to not put my hand in front of the camera because I'm not quite used to sculpting with one hand here.
Oh, you're doing good.
Thank you.
If we have to go to an over-the-shoulder view, we can do that as well.
Yeah.
I can finagle that.
Yeah, we could figure it out. Could you bring up the bat mask
looking
again?
cool.
Or the bat...
The bat skull?
Bat skull.
Okay. Would you like a better picture? Because this one is a...
No,
it's a
I
profile.
don't mind it, actually.
Okay.
Because I love that the teeth go up so weird in the front.
It looks like the face is melting somewhat. Like
Yeah.
the whole front part of the face just decided to fall down a little bit.
They have, like, this situation where the teeth kind of come up like that. Here, I can get that out of there. And it's just that, like, the little things like that
Yeah.
can really make it just, I don't know, either demonic or different, or, like, it's just a real unusual shape.
You want me to move the computer closer?
No, I can see.
Because I can move that, and then that can go right there. How's that?
Sure.
Better?
That works.
Is that better?
Yes.
Okay, good. May I offer a critique?
Sure.
I think you're not quite at the stage to be too precious with it right now. I think you have a little bit more
More of the block
developing
in.
elsewhere to do, before
No.
you start getting fiddly with it like you're doing now.
My biggest crutch is getting into the details too early because I love the details. It's like my favorite part. Oh, goodbye.
I like that better, actually.
You like its nose being weird?
Yeah, I actually kind of dig that a little bit more.
Because it's more organic.
Yeah, almost.
Let's see.
I think this is, there's something nice about the spontaneity of this one, and if it doesn't get too, like, if it's a little messed up, I think that's good, because it needs to be a little messed up.
Make it a little bit more organic, as opposed to, I don't know. A lot of my stuff tends to be kind of robotic and, like, overly designed.
Not organic, but, or not mechanical or whatever, but just, prone to happy accidents. Just let the happy accidents happen. Yeah.
I'm gonna do that.
They look kind of like pugs. They really do.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
It's because of the big head and the big nose.
How about we flip it over to chat? Chat, if you have any ideas for creatures which we might be able to hybridize into this, or
Yeah, some cool skull shapes or
yeah,
whatever.
absolutely. If anybody has any suggestions, please fire away.
Yeah, or even like deep sea fish or something. I feel like that could go well in here. We could do some cool teeth things.
Good lord. Yeah, some of those are really nasty.
They're really terrifying.
Yeah.
Alright, and then these, I have to figure out these. So I made these eye sockets big because I wanted to make sure that you could see out of them. The model's eyes are here.
Yep.
So if we put mesh in here, it'll be a wide area for them to see out of.
That'll be good.
That'll be very good.
It's a very good thing.
Which will be really nice.
Mess with the shape of the eyes too much.
No.
There's something very unsettling about them.
Yeah.
I kind of leave them as is as much as possible.
I agree. I like them that way. Let me get... All right, I shouldn't get into my super refiney tools because that's gonna.
Yeah, you definitely want to stick with the block-ins and stuff.
Let's see here. Again, apologizing for the
It's
tool
alright.
noise.
You're okay.
What are these?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, these are good. Okay.
I have a couple tools, play tools in my tool rack as well up there. I have a dental pick and that
and
little
the flat one.
paddle-looking thing, if you need that. Cross says anglerfish or Dunkleosteus.
Oh
Our
yeah.
classic
Yeah. Pull up.
Dinotopia.
Dinotopia.
Dinotopia. In the second Dinotopia book, I think they went in a submarine. They went down and they got attacked by a Dunkleosteus.
I always pronounced it as Dunkleosaurus because I can't read.
It could be Dunkleosteus or Dunkleosteus.
Dunkleosteus. Let's look up the Google translation of it.
Well, I'm gonna Google it right now.
Google translation. Google
Dunkleosteus. I think it is
pronunciation.
Dunkleosteus. Okay.
Also, hi Cross. Thank you for joining.
Yeah, thank you for joining us.
We love and miss you.
There we are. Placoderm. fish.
Placoderm.
Is a placoderm. I have no idea what that is.
Maybe having mouth parts?
There's the man.
Yeah, I love their crazy mouth parts. Okay, so their stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Ours will be kind of reversed because their teeth go out. And then their bottom teeth come in. But we could like flip it over. So make these teeth like the front ones where they have this cool, what is it? They have like kind of a little notch in the bottom part of it.
Yeah.
Where they fit in between.
The
So something like
the
that.
mandible doesn't actually fit together at the bottom.
Oh, it doesn't?
No, it doesn't come together.
That's cool.
Yeah, it is.
I
like
love
that a
I
lot.
love that split jaw kind of feel.
I kind of like the I assume these are gill ridges here. I kind of like that as well.
Where?
These here.
Oh yeah.
The one there, one on either side. I'm going to post this image in the chat as well, just so everyone can see.
Hmm.
There we are.
That sounds like a good idea.
Anglerfish, I think, they're a little
A
too
little overdone.
spiny. They're a little too, like, they have a very particular look about them. Like, they're all pinched
They
and
are
sort
pinched.
of withered and spiny. And this is a little bit more robust than that. Particularly the teeth of the Dunkleosteus
Yeah,
are
that was a good call.
very
That's a good
similar.
call.
Yeah, good call, Cross.
That thing is so cool.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
Do you have one of their teeth fitting together since this is a mask?
I don't think they fit together exactly how you think.
Probably not.
There's a notch in the upper jaw, and the two pointy
teeth.
bits in the lower jaw, I think, stick into it.
Okay.
Yeah, actually, here's a better picture you can kind of see. They're kind of buck-toothed.
They are.
Yeah.
I love that though. All right, so we'll get their upper teeth, but in the lower teeth of this sculpture, because they have. You see how they have the? It's almost like an L shape.
Yeah.
Yeah. So something like this.
That is cool. And we'll post this one in the chat as well.
Yeah.
So if people want to see it.
All right. I need that.
Oh, that's a cool image too.
I tell you what, whenever we have a house or a space that accommodates anything else than what we have, I want to get a replica.
Dinosaur head.
Yeah, replica dinosaur head,
Yeah.
replica Dunkleosteus?
Dunkleosteus. Dunkleosteus.
Dunkleosteus.
There's that.
Dunk.
And let me
Dunkelcolossus.
actually put the pronunciation thing to bed, because
Yeah.
now I'm curious.
Oh, you can't have it say it because it's going to come through the speakers
Oh, I'm not
of
going
the
to have it
music.
say it. I just want to see, because there's a pronunciation guide on Wikipedia.
Okay, perfect.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we'll define these teeth.
Sometimes.
down here.
There we go.
Yeah.
That looks good.
Yeah, I like the bottom teeth there. I don't know how well that's showing up on camera, but we can kind of do that.
There is not a pronunciation guide.
There's not a
that looks good.
pronunciation?
Not that I could see.
Oh,
Ah,
alright.
well. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. I know your reference is a bat, but I almost feel like the nose is a little too rodent-like now.
I can see that because it. Yeah. I can
If I may.
splay it more.
It's because of the way it kind of comes out like this.
You mean with the little knobs here?
Yeah, I feel like it protrudes a little too much. It doesn't look skeletal enough.
Can I see the bat again?
Yeah, sure. The bat actually is
It's more flat. Right?
slightly recessed as well, yeah.
Yeah.
There's the bat. It's got this weird indent right between the eyes, and then it kind of
and then it does go out a little bit, but
like a ski slope almost.
yeah. So I'm gonna chop this off with a
There you
spoon.
are.
A+ sculpture tools.
Hmm.
Again, you can make art with anything: cardboard, glue, paper, pencils.
You know, they say a poor craftsman blames their tools, right?
Exactly, yeah. So if you have the aptitude for art, go wild, put things together, just glue stuff together.
Yeah.
I hate that so much, but like in a good way.
About how it's all like wonked now.
Yeah.
Here,
But-
turn
oh,
it
wait,
towards
wait,
the
wait.
turn it towards the camera a little more. There you are.
But also it goes up a little bit. You see that?
Yeah,
So
it
it's
does.
like this. It's kind of like a W.
Is that a W? I don't believe so.
We can find
No.
another.
I think it's one dip.
You think it's just one dip?
Yeah, I think it's just one dip. Let me find another one.
Yeah, find another reference.
There we go. Hmm.
Yeah, there's a straight on one. Let's see here. God, I love all the like Halloween stuff that's popping
Yeah,
up.
see, it's just one dip.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
it's one dip in the center, huh?
Yeah, it's a lot more heart shaped.
It is. It looks like they have like the straight corners here, and then they go up and around here, kind of like that.
There we are.
Obviously, I'm exaggerating the shape a bit, but
I won't click that link because it will take us to Pinterest.
no. Oh, okay. The nose actually
Yeah,
goes
it's more
way
pointed.
more down.
Yep.
Okay. So we're gonna do that kind of thing because it actually goes.
That's pretty awful.
Yeah.
Now. In a good way.
Yeah.
It's like grody.
Okay, I'm liking that better.
If you wanted to really mess it up, you could have the gap in the nose, like at the bottom there, just go into the teeth. Have the whole mandible split, or the upper mandible.
I don't know if I want the upper mandible split. I kind of like the tooth shape that we have going on here, where we have the little down, and then this guy goes up.
Yeah. I remember I came home from work one day, and she was just working on this, and I was like, "What in
What
God's
did you
name
make?"
is that?"
And I was like, I had emotions, and I needed to put them into clay.
God, it was awful, but also wonderful.
Yeah. Thank you for supporting this.
I support the hell out of you.
You're very good.
Thank you, as are you.
Yeah, this was not last year, the year before that.
Has it really been that long?
Last year didn't happen. Last year just went.
Yeah, it did.
And then it has some really cool, like it gets real wide, so I think I am gonna go into the eyes, but just a little bit,
Yeah.
because the bat mask.
It's like the eyes almost sag down on the skull in a way, the way they
Yeah.
kind of slope.
They're real sad.
Mm,
Sad bats.
yeah.
Sad bats.
I would also encourage you to work on the crown, the top of the head, that area
Yeah.
there. It needs a lot of love.
It needs a lot of love. I don't like the fin that's happening here,
So
so
pull
I
it
might
off.
just
There you
pull
go.
it off.
Yeah, there you go. It's gonna look better like that.
It will. I do like this little thing. This little guy.
Ah, the forehead dimple.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but I like it.
It's
so I'm
a
gonna
forehead
I'm gonna
dimple.
emphasize that shape a little bit.
Don't make it too yonic now.
Yeah, I won't. All right.
Yeah. Yeah. What else do we have to look at for reference? There was another sort of demon design. It was the pinky. That's right.
Oh, because the pinky doesn't have eyes.
It has eyes.
Does it have eyes?
Little tiny ones.
Oh, that's right. It's the Hell Knight that doesn't have eyes.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yep. That's right. But they have kind of plates on their head, which might be a beneficial reference to you here.
Yeah.
So let's see.
Oh, they're really loby, huh?
They're chunky.
They're chunky.
Yeah.
Oh, their lower jaw goes crazy far out.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's get in here.
Also, we might want to turn up the music just a little.
You want me to turn up the music? I will turn up the music.
Just a little bit, and then turn. Yeah, right there. Is
right
good.
there.
That's
okay.
good.
Very good. Okay. Let's look at this image here. See how zoomed in on it I can get.
Actually, can you turn it down again? Sorry, I had my volume low.
Oh, okay. Sorry, chat, if I've deafened anybody. I do apologize. How's there? Is that good?
Listening.
Okay,
Yeah.
we are listening.
Yeah, that's good.
I'm going to post this in chat as well, just so they can see the sort of platy forehead of the pink.
We're just spamming chat with links tonight.
That's all right. Well, I feel unkind talking about things for which chat may have no reference.
Yeah.
So I like to make sure the chat has.
Reference.
Yeah, exactly.
Alright. I really like the nose in that shape, actually. A lot better than the previous nose.
Yeah.
The previous nose was too human in a way.
Yeah, I agree. This is a little bit more bat-like.
I do like how that it's got lobes, it's got some...
Well, you already have lobes kind of going on
Yeah.
here and here, so you might be able to play them
Accentuate
up.
that.
Yeah. I don't dislike the downward curved horns, too. I don't know if that's the right solution for this
I
one,
wouldn't...
but
No, not with this.
Yeah. Let's see. You might be able to do something similar.
I could do though a curve here around the ear. I'm uncertain if I want the mask to cover the ear.
I would stop at the ear.
Yeah.
If your intent is to make this to mold and cast, and then we can make one for ourselves as well. I wouldn't go over the ear for now. I think you're biting off a little bit more than you can chew by doing that. Just like for the scope of the project, right there
Yeah.
is probably where you wanna.
Oh, could you turn the music down again? Sorry.
Again, really?
Yeah, I think this song in particular is a little bit loud. Yeah, that's
How about
good.
there? Better?
That's good.
Okay, excellent. Excellent.
And I think this is a happy accident that happened. This almost looks like a bone that's been cut off with
Oh.
marrow on the inside.
Oh, yeah. Are you
So-
gonna push that up?
Yeah, I'm gonna emphasize that.
That's cool. Oh, the cacodemons are actually really cool also.
It's so dumb. I love them.
The top part of the head, the way it forms almost a carapace. Let's see. Just stab it a bunch of times.
Yeah. Well, because marrow's got that sort of latticey texture to
So it does, yeah, it's spongy.
Yeah. So I'll emphasize that texture when I go for my final texture run. But
Your final texture.
well,
run.
like I'm gonna sit with this for like hours and do all the little piddly detail bits.
Are you gonna share texture speedrunning strats with us?
Texture strats. Bang it with as many tools as you can that have interesting textures to them already. That's your speed strats.
I liked it. Good speed.
Yeah.
Good strat.
That's why when I was doing it with the knife, like for this texture, I was just doing the back end of the knife and just hammering into it. Which is a lot of fun.
Yeah. Did you want me to grab you a butter knife, by the way?
Not right now, because we're still sort of figuring out the shapes and the forms that we want.
Yeah. Yeah. So can I hit you with something that might be traumatic?
Oh God.
So there's a Pokemon that I've had. It's been drawn to my attention. I wasn't aware of its existence because I haven't played the more recent Pokemon games.
What is the new? They're past Sword and Shield, right?
It's Rain and Smog.
No, you're joking.
No, but it's a British game. Like
okay.
it's set in England, or like Pokemon's version of England.
Okay.
It's Sword and Shield, I believe it is.
Oh, so it is still Sword and Shield. Okay.
Oh, I thought you said Sun and Moon. Sorry,
No.
not bad. No, it is. I think there might be a new sword and a new shield coming out eventually. But yeah, so this is Phalanx.
Oh yeah. The marching Pokemon.
So here is my existential dread.
What is your dread?
Is every link in the Pokemon sentient?
So you're asking, is it a centipede?
Is it a hive mind?
Ah.
Oh, we're loading.
Oh
We're loading.
goodness.
There it is.
We'll look up what their Pokedex entry is. Pokemon's got weird ass entries.
I can't be bothered. That's a lot of effort.
All right.
But so here's my speculation, right?
Yeah.
Maybe it's not like a hive mind or like a centipede. Maybe it's like a tapeworm. Where each segment comes off and it becomes its own phalanx.
Wait,
and
is that how tapeworms do?
Oh, you didn't know.
I didn't know this. I thought that they just laid eggs.
So
Do they not?
this is why you have to get the whole tapeworm in one go. Because if you break the tapeworm in half,
Does it regrow?
Both halves become tapeworms.
I hate that.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Oh no.
So, phalanx. Let me propose that it's like a tapeworm, and that each segment comes off.
It makes a new one. Do they bud? Like, well, how do they grow?
Phalanx?
Well, I guess if we're using the metaphor of a tapeworm, do tapeworms just regrow?
I'm not exactly sure how the process works. I don't think it's asexual because they're worms, so it could be either way. I really don't know.
Look it up.
Oh,
Let's inform the stream about tapeworms.
I'm on Google duty. No, because I'm sure that's why people turn into our streams. Tapeworm talk.
Tapeworm talk. Welcome, tapeworm
Oh
talk.
God. I mean, really, if you had to pick a more objectionable animal, is there one that surpasses the tapeworm? I think not.
Probably not. Maybe mosquitoes. I really don't like mosquitoes.
Phalanx, the tapeworm of Pokemon.
Oh no. All right. Well, then at least look up if phalanx is like fine.
So they lay eggs.
Well, we are getting into it.
We are getting into it. You told me to get into it. The issue is I have to scroll through 30 million WebMD links because people want to know, do I have a tapeworm?
Oh.
What do I do if I have a tapeworm? What are the symptoms of tapeworms?
That's upsetting.
So I just have to go to Wikipedia. Okay, there we are.
So I'm not incorporating any tapeworm into this sculpture.
I don't know, it'd be pretty badass. Cross says the new Sword Shield was done as a DLC. Oh, that's very good.
You have to buy the new game. Phalanx is actually 6 individuals. Ah, the one in front is the leader, but they come in. Oh, that's cute.
Okay.
I like that.
That's very good.
Thank you, Cross, coming through with the Pokemon knowledge.
The Pokemon lore.
Yeah.
See, wasn't that easier than me Googling tapeworms?
Yeah, actually. Yeah.
Oh, dear.
Interesting. Okay, so Sword and Shield is a DLC.
Well, she's referring to the new Sword and Shield, which
They?
is like Sword 2 and Shield 2 or whatever. Sorry, they?
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. Sword and Shield, the original Sword and Shield, they were released as like standalone games for the Switch. Like you can go into a Walmart or Target or whatever and you can buy the game. But these are DLC only.
Okay, so they added.
Yeah.
Alright, okay. Well, my question, I guess, was more what the base game was.
Oh, Sword 2 and Shield 2? Or...
Oh, it's 2. That was my confusion.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because I was like, it's the same game, right?
Apparently not.
Okay.
Yeah. I had heard that they might have released a sequel, but
okay.
Obviously I hadn't seen it in stores, and that's why.
That's smart of Nintendo.
To make it DLC.
Given the current world situation, and also yeah.
I was going to say given the current state of the fandom, because people are starting to groan about them releasing the same game every other year.
But also I love that they release the same game every other year.
Hey, I mean, it's comfortable.
It's very
what
comfortable.
You know.
It's very true.
Yeah.
That's very true.
So I do see that it kind of makes sense for them to release it as DLC.
I agree.
What are you doing with the brows now?
I'm making them sadder. I don't know. I was kind of pulling up this shape. I don't know if I like that. I don't know where I'm going with that.
I would focus on the top of the head for a little while. I think that's the area that needs the most help.
I'm procrastinating on it because I don't know what I want to do with it.
You should figure it out. There's only one way to figure it out.
I'm just going to carve into these eyes.
You're being obtuse.
Yes.
That is okay.
Where's my sculpting tool? I might do some ridges up there. I think that would be kind of neat. Some striations. Like, not exactly that high, but something that's in that vein that also pulls the eye back and around.
So, looking up the Keiko Demon was actually very helpful in that regard, because they do have some. Let me see if I can find the lad.
I always thought it was Kako Demon.
Kako Demon, Keiko Demon, Potato.
K-Cups Demon.
We have a Keurig coffee maker, and we use
It's
non-Keurig.
so upset.
We use non-Keurig K-Cups in the thing that you can refill with coffee, and the machine is starting to show its age, because it's fairly old at this point.
Yeah.
I got it.
Oh, yeah, no, you should tell the story of this machine.
I'll tell the story how I found the Keurig. I found the Keurig in an unmarked cardboard box, which had already been opened, left in a parking lot without any of its other components. It was just the coffee maker. It didn't have the little thing that the coffee cup sits on. And It worked fine, other than just
It was
missing
just-
some pieces.
It was just sketchy and in a box in
Yeah.
a parking lot.
So I took it home, cleaned it off, and I've been using it to make my coffee since 2014. So I've had it for 6
Oh,
years.
damn,
going on 7.
really?
Yeah, yep.
Long
it's a pretty
time.
machine. It was one of the first single cup machines I think they released, because before it was like you filled the whole container up with water, and
Oh,
then
yes.
it poured cup after cup from that reservoir.
Yeah, but this one just you pour the water that you need to boil in it.
The top opens and you pour the water you need to boil into it.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. So the spring mechanism has started to wear out, and the machine itself has become angry after being fed too many generic K-Cups.
Yeah, we bought the off-brand ones because I think that's all they make. I don't think K-Cup makes their own.
No, they don't
like,
make their own reusable
refillable.
K-Cup because their whole money-making model is disposable, individually packaged K-Cups.
Also, guys, don't get K-Cups. They're so bad for the environment. Oh my
Indeed.
god. So that's why we're trying to subvert it by like getting reusable ones.
So the spring mechanism, like the thing that you close the thing down and it locks, that has decided that it doesn't want to work so well anymore. So every once in a while, the machine, midway through a cup of coffee, will pop open violently,
Explode.
ejecting the K-Cup like something out of a Tom and Jerry cartoon,
Stupid.
and spraying our kitchen with coffee grinds.
Yep.
Wet coffee grinds, I should add.
Yep.
So lately, when we make our coffee, we just have to be near the machine.
But not too near that we get hit by the cup.
Just near enough to monitor it.
Yeah.
So take a look at these ridges here.
All right, taking a look.
So they
at this.
kind of slope down like
That's
that.
what I was
and
trying to
there's
get.
another
This.
one.
They have this like point that go down.
I would almost make them a little bigger.
I was gonna go up in scale as I went up, but I wanted to start it there.
No, I would make the ridge go to like there maybe.
You mean?
Oh, you don't want to make it too Klingon-y though.
Oh, that is very Klingon.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I was thinking of building up, and so we have 3, maybe 1, 2, 3,
Okay.
and increasing in size because
Okay.
that one that has you got
Yeah.
kind of multiple in there.
That I see. But you raise a good point about being like, it might even look too Klingon-y with that. So
We'll see.
it has these other lobes here. There's like this
Lobes.
one here, and there's this one here. So you might be able to turn the brow here and here into their own other things on each side, maybe?
Like, put teeth in those, like it has.
You're creating this ridged centerpiece, right? You might be able to turn these into ridged pieces of their own, maybe?
Oh, I see.
Like
Okay.
plates or something?
I am not opposed to that idea, but now I kind of like the idea of putting some teeth or horns or something in there.
Yeah, you could do that too.
Let's just take this convenient horn-shaped lump of clay, stick it in there, see how it looks.
That's an Oni now.
Yeah, it is an Oni. Oh, oops. Oni, no.
Oh me, oh my.
Yeah. Alright.
Have you ever played Oni?
It's a game. I just know the mythological creature.
Oni was the game that Halo released, or that Bungie released before Halo.
Really?
Yeah, it is a third-person shoot-'em-up hack-and-slash game. You play as this spy girl, anime chick.
Wait,
who's...
what? I
Yeah.
never heard about this.
It's vaguely like Ghost in the Shell.
Okay.
Sort of the tone, almost. I don't think it's as dark as Ghost in the Shell. But yeah, it's like you're this anime girl badass and you kick ass.
Anime girl, badass that kicks ass.
Indeed.
Alright, I'm gonna move the camera up a little bit because I'm working on the top of the head.
Yeah. Yeah, I think
Kinda
that's a
see the
good
top
call.
of the head a little bit better.
That's a good call.
Can you go over to the OBS so I can see the...
Yes, I certainly can. And there we are.
Alright,
You're still good. Here, let me actually.
we'll move it over just a little bit.
There we are.
Awesome.
Good to go.
Awesome. So we're adding some elements up here to make it a little bit more interesting.
Yeah.
I am going to push this ridge down, but I wanted to add these... I want to figure out where I'm going with it first.
Yeah.
Kind of sketch into it a bit.
That's actually a really good idea. Just taking the bare clay and just drawing into it.
Oh, yeah.
It's sort of like when you're sketching on paper, where you want to have a rough outline, and then you actually begin to clean up your drawing.
Yeah, exactly. That's the exact same method. Yeah, I often forget that although you sculpt, you don't sculpt. You more paint than sculpt.
Yeah, I'm more of a drawer and a painter than a sculptor. I can get by, but I'm not as good as you are.
Oh, thank you, dear.
I'm dangerous. I know just enough to offer a critique.
Well, no, I think that's of most art, though. And I think that's a good thing. Because then you're able... I have...
I'm going to borrow these.
The nippers.
Excuse me.
I have a lot of product design knowledge, and I could critique a product, but I'm not, the best product designer.
It's true. It's true. But nobody likes a backseat driver either.
I welcome your critique, because I think it helps.
Thank you.
Well, because otherwise it's going to wind up being where I'm my comfort zone only.
Yeah.
So
I understand.
I appreciate the fact that
that was part of what made the thing so special too. Was it was so outside of your comfort zone to begin with.
Yeah, I mean skulls are very inside my comfort zone, but doing humanoid or at least human structured faces are a little bit outside my comfort zone. Get out of there.
Hey, it's Victrola.
Hey.
It says, hey.
Hey, y'all.
Hello. How are you doing?
Yes, how's everyone doing tonight?
Yeah. If anybody has any questions for us as well about our process, other projects we have going on, feel free to ask away as well.
Or just want to talk about whatever.
Yeah.
We're always down
This
to
is
chat.
true too. Yep. Yeah, Felix was the one thing that was really kind of weighing on my mind. But
what, were you stewing on that?
actually,
all day?
yeah. So
really? Why?
Well, I have to bring it back to my brother. He messaged me and he asked, so the Pokemon that are multiple Pokemon, how do you think they work?
Yeah.
And I've just been kind of thinking on that, and the more I think on it, the less I like it. Are they a hive mind? Is one the leader? Well, Phalanx, one is the leader and the rest are followers, but do the follower Pokemon have any free agency in their lives? Can they live their own lives? Can they be happy or sad? Do they feel anything?
Oh no. Wow, you really got deep into it, huh?
Yeah, it's terrifying.
Oh.
The deeper you go, the more existentially horrifying the multi-Pokemon are. Well, okay, so
Yeah.
Doduo, right?
Yeah.
Doduo turns into a thing with one head, doesn't it?
No. Duo turns into three.
Dodrio.
Dodrio's
Where does the
three-headed.
third head come from?
Its butt. I don't know.
Dodrio, where does the third head come from? When the creature evolves, it just spontaneously pops into existence.
Well, same thing with Execute. Oh, well, no, it was already just a bunch of eggs. Which, okay.
Execute loses eggs when it evolves.
Oh, yeah,
Where do
yeah.
they go?
The legs. They become the legs.
Oh no! Are all the eggs sentient? What about the broken one?
Oh, yeah.
Is it brain damage?
I don't know.
Oh, that's
Pokemon
really,
is
sad.
You know what makes me sad about Pokemon? The food Pokemon. Like the ice cream one. How does it live? It's better to just not go down the rabbit hole.
The more you think about Pokemon, the worse it gets.
It's very true.
Well, I think, Victrola, that is where we're going now.
Yeah.
They get absorbed into the collective. Victrola said.
That sounds about right.
That's where the Executes go. But
the collective.
do you think Magikarp minds being eaten? Because people eat Magikarp.
Oh yeah, and they
all the time.
they eat the tails of the Slowbros.
Yeah, but they just eat the tails. They don't kill the whole Pokemon for those. Don't they regrow the tails?
I have no idea. I kind of assumed they just killed the Slowbros because in the original games you had to go and clear out Team Rocket because they were harming Pokemon for their tails.
Slowbro poaching.
Yeah.
Slow broaching.
Slow broaching. Slowching.
Oh, slouching. That's a bad word.
It's bad.
That's an awful word.
It's a little Klingon-y, but you know what? I'm kind of okay with it.
Yeah. No, I mean...
I'm working with it. We'll figure out how it goes.
Cross says, Wishy-Washy is my favorite.
Yeah, it's a bunch of fish.
It attracts its friends when it's in trouble, and when it's safe, its friends go away. That is nice.
Yeah, I really liked that one in the newer games. I thought that was really cool. Because it's a school of fish, but then it has a really scary big fish face. It's good.
So Cass has stolen my desk for this project because it is the best place to set up. But I can show you all my favorite Pokemon now. Because I have them there. Thank you.
You're welcome. I got you those cards.
Did you?
Yeah.
My favorite Pokemon since I was a kid. I just kind of have them kicking around.
Yeah. I think, I don't know if you remember this, but I think it was like at a Savers, and I found a whole bunch of old Pokemon cards. Or someone was getting rid of them. One of my friends. But I hid them all over your car. What?
So Victrola says they draw their lines everywhere on what Pokemon get eaten. Like, I don't see anyone eating a Pikachu, but the carp is all Gucci.
Yeah, because it's like, it's a fish, so it's fine, I guess.
I think there's like a relative sentience level that
Oh.
they sort of arbitrarily draw. Anything this dumb is cool to eat. Anything this smart.
Anything that can learn English, like, you can't eat
I
that.
wouldn't. Well,
Would you? Okay, real question. Would you eat a Mr. Mime? Is that cannibalism? What is
I was
that?
actually just gonna go there. I was actually just going to say, I draw the line at Mr. Mime.
Yeah.
What do you think Mr. Mime tastes like?
Worse. The worst is just not. Oh.
Cotton candy.
No, it just tastes like clown. And it's not a good flavor.
Cross says they don't, though. They don't what? They don't,
They don't eat the Pokemon?
eat Pikachus, or they don't eat Pokemon? I remember, so the universe, they've done a lot of, like, sort of retconning in, like, the games and stuff, where they kind of hinted at certain things in the earlier games, like
Like that Pokemon die?
yeah, like Pokemon die, and then they kind of don't bring it up in the newer games, or I think there are references in the Pokédex to, like, eating Pokemon, and now they kind of just don't have that anymore.
Yeah. Oh, feel free to correct us, Cross, by the way. We're speaking out our ass, because
Yeah.
we haven't played all the Pokemon games.
Oh, no. Cross is saying that they don't draw lines for intelligence because Farfetch'd is apparently intelligent in that he uses tools, but also it's delicious.
Oh, no! Wait, really? Do they say that in the
Yeah.
Pokédex?
That's why it's got the leek. It carries around its own seasoning.
Are you making that up? I can't tell if you're making that up.
Officially, no, but it is carrying around a leek, and you can just toss it in the pan with the leek.
Oh. Roasted duck.
Yeah, right?
Oh. That's good and also terrifying to know that they don't draw the line at intelligence. Also,
That is kind of terrifying, though, actually, that they don't, like, they're like, this Pokemon is sentient, better not eat him. They don't say that.
Yeah.
This
don't.
Pokemon uses tools. It
But
looks good.
It looks good. Let's eat that thing.
Yeah, if Victrolas get the right idea, throw the leek in the soup. Duck soup.
Oh. Oh, animals. Animal Pokemon. Pokemon.
There's not a chicken Pokemon. There's Blaziken, which is
A fire chicken.
yeah, it's not really a chicken though. Oh no, the in between one is kind of a chicken.
Yeah. I honestly don't remember
it's
what the middle one is.
Torchic, the weird middle child, and then Blaziken.
No one ever remembers the weird middle child Pokemon.
I think Blaziken is like, to look at Blaziken, the fully formed like adult Blaziken.
Yeah, it just looks like a man in pants. Like it doesn't really read as chicken to me, but the middle one did read as chicken to me.
Oh. Cross says that they've stopped doing the retcons too, so Beware kills people by crushing them to death.
Holy! Oh no!
Yamask is a reincarnated human soul, and Drifloon eats kids. Oh, I'm glad they brought that back. That was one of my favorite horrifying parts of that generation.
Drifloon eats kids?
Yeah, Drifloon and Drifloon, they float around and they steal children's souls and they eat children.
I remember reading it. It was like one of those compilation videos. It's like 10 horrifying facts about Pokemon.
Victrola says that new bunny one probably tastes great. That's the fire type, right? So it can just roast itself.
Oh no! That's terrible!
Or maybe it's immune to being roasted because it's a fire type.
I don't know.
You have to eat it raw like sushi.
So sushi bunny.
Welcome to Pokemon food stream. Pokemon food chat.
I don't like it. I don't like it. Is this too Klingon? I think it's too Klingon.
Kalish!
Yeah. Oh, that's wait, is that Spoink? Because that's the one that needed to have it needed to keep bouncing, otherwise it heart stopped or something like that.
Oh, that was pretty grim too.
That's a grim one.
No, I don't think Cross is referencing Spoink. There's a fire pig, I guess. Tep pig. So that one can roast itself.
Oh.
I'm telling you, try the 2 plates on each side. Above the brows. Yeah.
What are you talking about here? Hold on.
Do you want me to get in there for a little bit? Do you mind?
I don't mind, but
Okay.
what are you talking about? Having this shape come up here?
So I'm saying here.
Yeah.
See, maybe build this shape up a little like this.
So
more.
having this one come up.
Yeah, have this come up and sort of build this whole area up here.
Okay. So it doesn't look like old man forehead.
Yeah, you can merge these two pieces together maybe and have it be some kind of plate perhaps.
So
and then you could put nubblies or spikies on it.
Okay, so a plate that comes up, but keep the spikies here.
Let me see the clay.
Yeah.
I won't steal too much of this.
Oh, that's
from
fine.
you,
That's fine.
but,
You do your thing.
Oh, this is hard as a rock.
It is.
But like adding pieces along here and then kind of smoothing it over.
Okay. I'm adding them in increments so they look like
Yeah.
plates.
Segments almost.
Okay.
Let me go back to the Kako demon again.
Here, actually, I have some really thin clay, so something like that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, here, actually, you can get a better picture on the 2016
Oh,
one.
that's what you're talking about.
See,
These
they have
guys.
these things, yeah.
Okay, I thought you were talking about like up in here,
Nope.
and then the teeth.
Specifically this side and this side. They're kind of
okay.
like plates.
Yeah, I do like that because it goes up and it has this kind of curvy shape, and then it goes.
Victrola says, Lugia is a mix of bird and whale. That would taste interesting.
Ooh, fish and bird.
Whale is not a
Oh,
fish.
yeah, it's not a fish. You are correct. I know that.
Yeah, I know you know. They used to think whale was a fish.
Yeah.
Used to be cool to eat during Lent, apparently.
Oh yeah, they
Yeah.
ate a lot of things that they didn't really realize were. Lent's a weird one.
Yeah, apparently back in the day, we watch a dude named Max Miller on
Oh my
YouTube,
God!
Tasting History.
Please watch Tasting History on YouTube.
Tasting History, yep, can't
If
recommend him enough.
Yeah,
Cool dude.
we learned how to make mead from that guy.
Oh yeah, Victrola, we're making mead now.
Yeah. Also, we had your wine for New
Yeah.
Year's. It was really good. We'll still have a little bit left.
We're nursing a little bit of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, it's really good. And he's good. Cross asks, what about Arctozolt? These are there are so many Pokemon.
Yeah, this
now.
one I don't know.
I don't even know the names.
Is that?
I'll
Let me
look it up.
guess that is a dog. Lightning ice.
I mean, probably, yeah.
Arctozolt.
Oh, it's a fossil Pokemon. Oh, is this the? Oh no,
What
this
is
is.
it?
Oh no.
What is that?
Oh no.
It's like a seal with a tiny head.
This is the fossil Pokemon that was put together wrong.
Oh no.
Yeah.
That makes me really sad.
There's like 4 of these, and they're all messed up.
Oh.
Oh god.
Can you undo it?
I-
Can you make it better?
I don't think so. I dearly wish you could. Yeah, there's Dracozolt and Dracovish.
Dracovish.
Yeah. Yeah, Cross says it's a mutant fossil that shocks itself and freezes itself with its own powers. That's so sad. There's Dracozolt.
Oh no.
It's the little body on the big.
on the big butt.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the saddest thing.
They're real. Like, I wish there was a way you could just make it right.
Yeah.
That's really sad.
Poor thing. Why-
Victrola says that he's glad that we liked the wine.
Yeah.
Just to sort of.
Take us away from the existential horror a little bit.
Yeah.
It's very good wine. It aged very well. All right, I do like that better.
There's this one also.
Oh, it's a Dunkley. How do you say it?
It's a
Dunkleosteus?
Dunkleosteus, sort of, but it's attached to the end of the tail of the
tail.
dragon one.
Oh no.
Oh, it's bad.
So, concept-wise, I like what they were doing with it because, right, in history, right, we put together dinosaurs wrong a lot because we didn't have any frame of reference because they're dinosaurs. So I like what the Pokemon Company was doing with that.
Yeah.
But it has some terrible implications where when you can have Pokemon revitalized from fossils. Like, it gets into some scary territory there.
Can they raise the dead Pokemon that are buried in the dead Pokemon towers?
Oh, that's a good question, too. Because if they can take fossil Pokemon, unless it's like a Jurassic Park thing where they have to have the DNA from the amber kind of situation.
Also, Cross Relicanth is one of my favorites.
Relicanth
true.
is very good.
I remember finding it for the first time in I think that was the 3rd generation Pokemon games. It was we had Emerald.
Yeah, I never played Emerald. I'm
Cool.
gonna need to.
Yeah. I really recommend it. That was when they introduced Regirock, Registeel, Regice.
Oh, those guys.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
Regis.
yeah.
The rocket power of Pokemon.
The rocket power of Pokemon?
Yeah, there is a kid named Reggie in Rocket Power.
Oh, I never watched it.
That's okay. You weren't really missing too much. It was very 90s.
Was Rocket Power the sequel they made to Rugrats, or was that something else?
No,
they made a sequel to Rugrats, did they not?
Yeah, they made like a Rugrats all grown up that didn't have as much traction.
Oh.
It was a...
I never really cared for the Rugrats either, personally.
Yeah, I watched the Rugrats when I could. I did not grow up having cable, so it would be like over friends' houses and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cross says it is
like
Jurassic Park rules, kinda.
Okay.
So in the first game, you resurrect Aerodactyl from Amber.
Yeah.
So there's probably Mosquito in the Amber.
Okay, or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. So that makes more sense.
Mm-hmm.
Still sad, though.
Oh.
Still really sad. Oh, those poor Pokemon.
The ones that came out wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wish they could just be normal.
You could fix them.
Yeah.
Dracovish. Yeah, that's...
Because they look like they might be nice.
Yeah, they might have a good time living, if not for the unfortunate putting back together.
Yeah, it really is quite existentially terrifying. These things were dead for so long, they've been brought back to life, and now their life is suffering.
Yeah.
You know, people breed dogs, and they mess dogs up, so these things are probably going to have, like, super issues,
no.
right?
Or maybe they're better? Maybe? I'm gonna just try to find any kind of bright spot here.
I don't think Dracovish looks better.
It doesn't, no. It has... it's bad.
It's sad. Bad, sad.
I do like these... They're almost mushroom-like, actually. The forms that are happening here.
Yeah, toss some mushrooms up there.
Yeah.
Chicken of the forest.
Chicken of the forest. I generally... mushrooms scare me. I understand everyone loves and is obsessed with mushrooms, but I can't deal with mold. There's been many a time where I've, like, not looked closely at an apple, bitten into an apple, and been like, oh, this smells weird, and then I turn it around, and it's moldy, and it scares the hell out of me.
Oh, Cross also clarifies that Class Geek Supo did Rocket Power. They did the design for Rocket Power.
Oh, that's probably why you were
confusing the two.
Yep, yep. And that actually makes a lot of sense based on the style.
Yeah, they look very visually similar.
Very similar. Thank you, Cross, pulling out the knowledge tonight.
We need someone who knows more than us to tell us these things. Because we are not experts.
Well, we look things up occasionally.
It's so hard.
It's not that hard.
It's so hard.
You have the internet right there.
Yeah, I have the internet right there, but I have to, like,
type it in.
Find it. And the computer's slow because the computer's streaming, too.
It's true. It's true. That's okay. I don't fault you for that.
Yeah, it's the computer's fault.
It's totally the computer's fault. Alright, yeah. I really like these shapes. I think these shapes are super fun.
Much better.
Yeah. So up here we have some...
It almost looks like a vertebrae from the side, what's on top.
Okay.
Maybe lean into that.
I was going to say, let's roll with that so we can depress these here a little bit and get that vertebrae shape going.
There was, I think it came out 2007, maybe earlier than that. There was a Riddick movie. It's called The Chronicles of Riddick.
Yeah.
With the Necromongers, and they had cool, weird bone stuff all over them.
Pretty sure we watched that together. Is that the one with the mostly come at night, mostly?
That was the first one.
The Nighttime Planet. With
that was the first
okay.
one. That was
so the Necron guys were like in the big. There was like some kind of government plot going on, and their fortress was all like goth and shit.
Yeah.
That one.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. Necromongers. Apparently it's a song.
I remember sitting next to a man on a plane. I don't remember where I was going, but I do remember he was just watching Chronicles of Riddick, and I didn't want to like look over at his laptop. Yeah, I remember this movie. So we watched it together. But I didn't want to like super creep on him, but I was like, oh, that's a really cool movie. What is that?
Yeah. Oh, Victrola says, if y'all like Pokemon cards, I have some EX and GX foil cards that I haven't used in forever. I can send them your way.
No, it's okay.
We appreciate that. We are actually trying to downsize right now, and I don't think either of us have played Pokemon.
No, in a while.
I've never played Pokemon.
I have my old deck. Yeah, I never played. I only collected. I played Yu-Gi-Oh! I have decks from that. I played Magic the Gathering. I have decks from that. But the other stuff, yeah. We have been trying to downsize for probably the past year, if not more. And my parents have also been doing the
Oh
same.
my god,
So
they're like, here, take all this stuff.
they keep finding more old stuff, and they're like, here, please come here and tell us what you need to get rid of and what you're keeping.
We don't want any of it.
We
We
don't
don't
want
want
it.
any of it. We are overburdened with too much junk.
Too much stuff. Need to pare it down. We'll get through it.
Oh, of course. I know. It's
And I don't want to complain either, because some people don't have things, and so
yes,
of
course.
I'm not complaining about that. I just want to have more time to go through all the things.
Well, it's like that George Carlin bit about, crap. How everybody
yeah.
accumulates crap, and then you need a storage container for your crap because the
'Cause you have
media
too much.
generates a desire for more crap.
Yep.
And then you buy. Yeah, it's a whole thing.
We're living in a broken society, but we're not gonna get into that right now.
I need my Exacto.
I see.
Here.
All right, I like the vertebrae idea. Maybe multiple vertebrae.
Those are nice.
Yeah,
Those are nice.
They're still a little Klingon-y, but
No,
I don't
it's not
hate
as
them.
bad. Make them a little bigger.
was gonna say-
and merge them.
A little bigger, a little flatter.
Merge these with these, I think, so they become plates.
I kind of like the distinction here at the very least.
Okay.
At least in this like broken bone area.
The reason I say it is because you have this dramatic separation between the upper part of the skull
so
and
it's
the lower.
gonna
So it might read a little bit better if you have that all as one piece.
Okay, and then we'll just redefine this guy here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But Victrola, thank you for the offer, the generous offer. We do appreciate it.
We appreciate it.
Yeah.
It's just so much.
More wine though. Now that you can.
We'll have to trade because we'll trade you some mead for some wine.
Yeah.
We're making a second batch now. Our first batch, it came out good, and then we let it sit for a month, and it was so much better. We followed a recipe for medieval mead that was
Again, Max Miller Tasting History.
Yep, definitely check
excellent
him out.
show. Look him up.
He's so adorable, and it's like just he puts like some good history into it. He tells you how the food is. Like he's really good.
Very knowledgeable.
Very
and,
knowledgeable.
very much an expert.
Yeah. So we
But-
followed his recipe for medieval mead, which is essentially week-long mead.
Well, there are many recipes, but
Yes. It's not the modern way to make mead.
he does the ones that survive sometimes. So like they may have made it other different ways, but this is a recipe which is easy for folks to make at home
Yes.
and has survived
Yes.
through the years. So yeah, it's 1 part honey, 4 parts water. Boil it, let it sit.
Add some yeast when it comes to
Yeah.
room temperature or body temperature.
And then you just let that sit for a few days and let it ferment, and you're making your own alcohol at home.
Yeah. Like we said, we let ours sit for about a month because we kept tasting it after that first week.
Yeah.
And the initial taste was like very alcohol with like a tang of honey afterwards.
Mhm.
But now that we've let it sit, it is very combined.
Balancing
It's
out.
very balanced. And
Perfectly
it's just
balanced.
sort of a sweet alcohol, which is very nice. Very, very nice.
Yeah.
And it's exciting. It's like, oh, we learned how to make a thing.
Most modern mead recipes, they don't do the boiling. I think everything is sterilized beforehand.
Yes.
And with medieval recipes, obviously they didn't have sterilization, so the boiling is a way to get around that.
Right. They didn't really understand germ theory, I don't think, either.
No, they
but,
didn't.
But they were just like, this makes you not sick.
And then, yeah, they just let it ferment for less time, so you wind up with a sparkling, very, very, very sweet, mildly alcoholic drink, whereas the longer you let it ferment nowadays, the more alcoholic it becomes.
Yeah. Alright. So I'm making these weird, like, knuckly kind of situations. On the front of
Knuckly
it.
situations? You mean those depressions there?
Yeah.
You're getting too precious with the forehead. Focus on the sides of the head. You're doing the thing where you're like, I like this.
I like
so
this
I'm
shape,
going
and so
to...
I'm gonna only do this shape. Good ye old years.
When it was safer to drink beer than
Yeah,
water.
right.
Yeah, really.
The olden times. Oh, man.
I don't know, depending on where you live, it's still kind of a crapshoot.
Yeah, this is also very true.
There we are.
So you doing a little model making? on the
Yeah, I'm
side?
making a little model man.
Making a little model man.
Making a little model man.
You want to talk to stream about your
I'm
model
gonna
man?
show the chat my model man. this. Hang on, I need
Yeah.
to move this out of the way so I can see what I'm doing. We're working with one computer monitor here. This is the man that I'm making. This is the sprue,
This.
or one of the sprues. So I need to clip all the pieces out, shave them down, sand them, stick them all together. My brother and I have been getting into Warhammer recently.
Dun, dun, dun.
So, yeah, that's a whole thing.
It's an expensive hobby.
Well, I'm not going crazy on it.
This is
because, like, you know,
You want to show them the painted?
I have. Yeah, sure. I can bring out a couple of the ones we've already painted. Victrola says, "Ooh."
Yeah. Well, because they're really good. You did a good job painting this.
We did kind of a drink the Kool-Aid pact together,
Oh.
and we both bought the starter set like we paid for at halfsies. So here are some of the models that we've been putting together. Sort of a little Walker man,
They
and
look really cool.
yeah, no, they are really cool models. Sort of a yeehaw, ride 'em cowboy, cyborg, robot
With
deal.
gun.
Yeah, very cool.
Yeah. You painted those really nicely.
Thank
too.
you.
You are welcome.
I kind of relate to this particular faction, the Mechanicus, because they call themselves tech priests, and it feels like whenever I fix anything or if I make anything, it's like 60% prayer, 40% actual knowledge and skill.
60% skill.
40% prayer, 100% not knowing what you're doing.
Yeah. Although, to be fair, you fixed our microwave, which was hella impressive.
Oh yeah, shall we tell the internet how I fixed the microwave?
God. It's not safe. Guys, don't do this at home.
So yeah, this is the obligatory. Don't try this at home, kids.
But it worked, and we're fine, and we're adults about it, so it's okay.
Victrola says, "Please God, don't let me break the sink."
Don't break
Hey,
the sink.
if you guys need your sink fixed, I know a thing or three about plumbing.
Actually,
so.
yeah, you've done some decent plumbing in the past.
Yes, but yes, the microwave story. So,
Oy.
Victrola says, "Psh, a little radiation is good for you." I mean, that's right. You need that vitamin D from the sun.
You just get it more concentrated in the
Just
microwave.
open the door of the microwave and turn it on, which sort of leads into what we actually wound up doing.
Jesus.
Or by we, I mean I. I
You.
take full credit for this. So.
I was terrified, so I was like, no, I'm not involved in this. Our microwave for a while was on the fritz, where there was an issue with the door latch, so we had to
One of the switches in the door was a little wonky.
Yeah.
So you had to close it, wiggle it, open it up again, close it again to get the switch to actually connect. It's a safety switch. It keeps the microwave from turning on when the door is open.
Yeah.
So the door is closed, the sensor senses the door is closed. Okay, I can turn on. You want to...
Huh? Oh, what? Continue with it?
Yeah, it seemed like you wanted to...
Oh, no, I was just giving some background
Okay.
to it.
So, at some point, the thing actually just completely stops working altogether. And you can smell the vague sort of
Oh, it was
ozone smell.
Oh.
Like something actually burned out inside.
Yeah.
So, I'm like, okay, I'm going to open it up. I think I know what I can do. It'll be an easy fix. I just bypass the safety switch, and it'll be fine, right? So, if the switch is like, hey, the door is closed, I just wire everything together so
So it just says it's
thinks
closed.
the door is closed all the time, right?
Now, to be fair, the microwave does have redundancy switches. It has 3 in there.
Yes.
So there's 2 other redundancy switches keeping us safe from putting our heads in the microwave.
Most modern microwaves have, I think, 3 safety switches.
Yeah.
1 actually senses if the door is open, and 2 sense if the door is closed.
Oh, interesting. Scared face? Yeah.
Yeah. So, take the thing apart. I find the issue. Sure enough, one of the switches is
It was
blackened. It's shorted out somehow. So, pull the switch out. Just cut the wires. I just twist the ends of the wires together. And actually, no, they had little connectors on them. So I just unplugged them from the switch and plugged them together. Put the whole thing back together. Tested it in our workroom here. At this very desk, in fact. Worked great. Okay. Cool. Sounds good. Exciting. Very fun. we plugged it in the kitchen after we moved it. I finished putting it back together, plugged it in the kitchen.
It made the worst noise I'd ever heard.
Tripped the circuit breaker. Everything in the kitchen stopped working, causing us a great deal of concern.
Well, yeah, because I was like, it didn't sound like that when we tried it in the
Yeah,
studio.
it made kind of a demonic growling noise when we plugged it in. And the ozone smell
was very strong.
very strong, began emanating forth from the machine. So
We had to open all the windows and get the fans going.
Yep.
And I feel bad for our neighbors.
Also, I think both of us had imbibed a little something
Yeah.
that evening, so I think that made us freak out a little bit more. But we brought the microwave back in here, and terrified of it, just kind of left it alone.
We just left
for a
it
couple-
for, because we were just like, it's just going to sit here.
We're
It's
just
fine.
like, well,
we don't need a microwave.
we don't have a microwave now. We have a toaster oven.
It's fine.
But yeah, slowly, steadily over the next few days, I began to want hot chocolate more and more and more. So I was like, you know what? If I want hot chocolate, it's not like I can make hot chocolate in the toaster oven. Hannah says, you guys. No, Hannah, no, Hannah.
It's okay. It was mostly Ross.
None of this was cast. This was all me. This was all me.
I was being the supervising parent, being like, Ross, don't short circuit yourself. Don't.
I didn't.
Yeah, we made sure that we discharged the magnetron whenever we worked on it, and we made sure we unplugged it.
This is a public service announcement to anyone who might potentially consider fixing a microwave in the future. It has a thing in it called a capacitor. Make sure you discharge that. Just Google it. They'll show you how to do it.
The capacitor, not the magnetron?
The capacitor.
Okay.
You want to discharge the capacitor.
Okay. You can make it on the stove. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's hard, and it takes a lot
Ross.
of time, and you gotta heat it up. No. This was easier.
Easier to fix the whole goddamn microwave.
Yeah, it was easier. I mean, no, but seriously, total time that I worked in this microwave.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad. Couple hours?
Even like the first time that I thought I fixed it and the second time that I actually fixed it, putting that together, it would have taken longer to go to the store to buy a microwave.
Yeah, it's true. It's very true. Plus, also, that's money. We don't have that.
Yeah. So if I can not spend the money, then so much the better. But took the microwave apart again, and I realized that I hadn't properly insulated my patch job. So the wires that I'd spliced together, they had actually made contact with something else that was metal inside the microwave, and that had caused another short, hence why we
The
tripped the
ozone
breaker.
smell and
Yeah.
everything.
So I fixed it,
It works
put it all
great.
back together, works great now. It's just, less one
Safety switch.
safety switch, but we don't need those.
It's not like we're putting anything.
No, seriously, we don't have kids.
Yeah, that's true.
We only have crabs, and we're not going to put them in the microwave.
No, the crab.
Right? I mean, they can't get in the kitchen.
Yeah, that's
so,
true.
it's
Crabs would
just
destroy.
the two of us. My brother comes over sometimes. I worry about him. But we have to keep an eye on him.
But it was really funny because at the end of that whole experience, Ross finally made his hot chocolate, and he sat down and he was like, "I waited a week for this hot
It's the
chocolate."
best goddamn hot chocolate of my life.
So
we have a
yeah,
working microwave.
we have a working microwave. It's great.
Victrola says it works fantastic. My extra head growing out my arm says so.
It's true.
Microwave radiation won't do that to you, but it will burn you.
Yeah, I know the whole like standing in front of it while you're pregnant, like that's not a thing.
That's sort of a myth.
Oh, is it not entirely a myth?
So, the door of the microwave, you know how it has those like weird sort of mesh pattern of holes in it?
That's to prevent the microwaves from like getting out.
Yeah, the openings in the holes are actually the microwaves are bigger than the holes, so the microwaves don't leave the microwave. It's actually all very scientific.
They stay trapped in the microwave.
I'm doing a poor job of explaining. I
was gonna say I like
this shape you have.
It's like deer. It's like deer antlers, and I kind of want to bring that up.
I was actually going to suggest nested ridges. It almost looks like a row of trees or something. So you
like,
can do a nest of them, and then
like that, where they're all sitting on top of each other. Yeah, tell me what you mean.
pull the clay away, and then nest another
another
of
row
ridges
underneath it.
and build it
Dang.
up to the top
Kind
of
of
the
like
head.
coral or something.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay, I like that. I like that.
Victrola says, I can't really say much. I've done some not so OSHA safe jobs.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, this is definitely not an OSHA safe job.
No.
If I was some kind of official repairman, I wouldn't be able to maintain a license.
It's a good thing you're not an official repairman.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think your dad definitely instilled in you a very large capacity for doing dangerous jobs in an okay manner.
You just have to do it, you know?
I know, but like, I don't know, my dad instilled in me fear, so I just don't. I would just I'd look it up online and be like, that's terrifying and could kill me, so I'm not going to do it.
I don't know if this came from my father or what. If it did, he never sat down and had a talk with me, but so when I changed those light bulbs on the side of the house the other day, right?
Yeah.
I'm afraid of heights.
We have floodlights on the side of our house, and we do the maintenance for our apartment.
The landlord, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't handle heights super well.
Because you're very tall.
They wig me.
Well,
What? It doesn't make any sense.
Well, no, I figure if you're taller, you're on the ladder, so you're even taller than normal.
That's absolutely 100%
how
that
goes?
works. No, I just don't like heights. I'm afraid of heights.
Okay.
So, if I'm on a ladder or whatever it is, I generally, it makes me uncomfortable. But the thing is, the work has to get done, so you don't give yourself time to think about it. You just get up there and you do it. Yeah, because the more you think about it, the more you're going to freak yourself out.
The more you're going to be safe. The more you're going to be like, oh, maybe this is not a smart decision.
Well, when you're up there hanging onto the ladder, you have to be safe or you fall off.
Yeah. But you can just be safe on the ground normally.
But the job has to get done.
Yeah, I know.
Same with the microwave. The microwave just has to get done, so I'm just going to dive right in. I know,
the basic fundamentals of how microwave do.
Well, discharge the capacitor. That's the main safety issue for microwave. And, everything else was fine.
It did wind up fine. And I am very happy that we have a working microwave again.
We have the best microwave.
It's very good. So we, during quarantine, as most probably went a little crazy, we also went a little crazy. And we have, we
lit candles.
Lit candles?
We lit candles to appease the microwave.
Oh, I wasn't going there. But yes, we did that too. When it was on the fritz, Ross was like the microwave whisperer and would get the door working whenever I couldn't. It was fun. But no, we have whiteboard markers, and our fridge is just a big white space. Same thing with the microwave. Mm-hmm. So we just kind of started drawing faces on things and faces on the microwave.
The microwave was very distressed.
It was
for a
so
very
distressed.
long time.
We made it have a very distressed face.
It's one of those old-fashioned style jobbies that has the dials on it.
Yeah.
So we turned the dials into eyes, and we made the door a mouth, and it was just very
it was just
upset.
like a sideways, oh, kind of face.
It was very upset at all times.
It makes, I don't know, it makes it more fun. It gives it a personality.
If you can't have fun, you just go insane.
Yeah. We like drawing faces on things.
I think Victrola
Case in
is
point.
similar to me in this regard, where the sense of humor keeps me from going insane. It's because if you can't laugh, what can you do? Victrola says googly eyes on everything. Yeah, we had googly eyes on our refrigerator for a while. I got giant 6-inch novelty googly eyes. That was a fun time.
That was a fun time.
Those
we do
were
have a bunch of googly eyes floating around, but I don't know where they went.
Those were on your car for a while.
Yeah, I had big googly eyes
They
in
got
my car.
all sun gross.
Yeah, they got sun bleached.
So we tossed them. RSVP little buddies.
RSVP.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I've made some decent headway on this thing.
Let me see your headway.
Head. So I got some
I
layers
like
going on.
that.
They need to be more developed.
Bigger.
Very true. Humor has kept me alive. Yep.
Yeah, you're telling
How you
me.
do?
Bigger, I think. I
Yes.
think they need to be a little bit more.
Almost like
more
a
pronounced.
crown.
So I would take every 2 of these and make them one almost.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and make them a little bit knobbly. Although we also have to factor in undercuts and stuff. So
That's
when
what
we
I
go
was
to mold
thinking.
and cast this, any bits that stick out really prominently that are weird, we won't be able to get the mask out of the mold.
Yeah. I want to make sure that we.
It's got to be done right.
It's got to be done right. But I could make that. That's not too bad for undercuts, especially if we're doing a rubber mold. I kind of like them sticking
too
straight up.
small. I think straight up is fine, but I think they're a little on the small side.
I can combine them.
You could have these straight up, and then as you get closer to the top of the head, angle them outward. Yeah, have them coming out at a 45. That would look like two mohawks, though. That would kind of suck.
That's
Never
okay.
mind.
That's all right. I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Ooh, what if teeth?
Oh, reverse teeth?
Here? Like
Teeth
jawbone?
Head teeth.
Because it's kind of a jawbone shape.
What if you make the top of the head just an open maw surrounded by teeth?
Oh, I hate that. Yeah.
Head teeth. Head teeth.
Head teeth.
I actually have to credit that one with Demon Souls.
Was that demon? Do they have a? Is there a character that's got head teeth?
The very fat demon that you fight at the beginning of Demon Souls.
Yeah.
In the remake, they gave it a mouth on its back.
Ew.
For no reason. Like, it's just
it wasn't there in the original model?
Wasn't there in the original, back the 2009 game. Wasn't there in the original. Doesn't attack with it. It just sits
It's
there.
just
So
there
when you
for
circle
horror.
around behind it. Victrola says, I am all for that idea. So head teeth it is. You gotta keep it from looking too Darth Maul, though.
Yeah.
So I might make them a little bigger.
I was actually going to make them smaller as they go. Like, they incorporate into the rest of the shapes.
Maybe, again, worry about being too Darth Maul.
That's why I don't want to bring them, like, all the way around the head. So
Oh,
I just have
see.
that.
A couple rows.
And it just kind of goes back. So we have the vertebrae going into the teeth, going into that kind of thing.
You could kind of mirror the teeth down here below the nose up there. Have the vertebrae shape kind of meld into one of these.
Like in the back here? I see. So, like, this becomes
have
the teeth.
this. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I'm down with that. I'm down with that.
Why does it have a weird head mouth? It doesn't really matter.
Doesn't know. It's emotions. Emotions, they're fluid and they're a lot.
They have a mouth on their
They have
head.
a mouth on their head.
Noggin head.
Noggin head. Head noggin. And again, I do this not to be like super. The macabre is not the intention.
Kind of it is.
For me, it's not. It's
Really?
It's the melding of, and this is the thing that I try to communicate, but it doesn't come out well in my art because it just sort of reads as macabre sometimes. I like blending different shapes. So like antlers look like coral, look like tree roots, and you can play a lot with those different textures and how they meld together. So with organic forms like this, a lot of them look similar. Like, you know, vertebrae look like phalanges, look like other things. Ribs look like teeth, and you can really play around with that as well.
Well, it's because we all come from the same place.
Exactly. Like, everything in nature has sort of a rhythm and an order, and I really love playing with those shapes. Unfortunately, it's not. I feel like there's not. I haven't figured out a good way to approach it where it's not macabre. Where it's a little bit more like, oh, aren't these shapes just cool, instead of like, oh, this is a twisted, messed up creature. I don't know. I'm still working with that.
I don't think you have a problem, because I think what you have going on is working.
Oh yeah, this is definitely working.
I think the other thing is, it's the psychological, like, skulls have
a connotation.
You do a lot of skulls.
Yes.
You're all about skulls.
This is true.
Because skulls are cool.
I like the shapes.
But skulls also have a psychological connotation, like death.
Yes.
Which is very hard to escape.
Yes, this is also very true. This is very true. I am all for that idea.
Yeah. Yep. I used to teach art classes for old folks before the Rona, and hopefully still will be able to when like classes and things like that open back up again.
Yeah.
But they would absolutely hate. Like I gave a couple art history talks. They hated anything like that because they were all being reminded of their own mortality
and death.
So I learned not to bring that stuff up during my art classes.
What were you like showing them, like George O'Keeffe stuff or what?
Yeah, I showed off a couple George O'Keeffe pieces. There were a couple Renaissance pieces that I discussed that had skulls in them.
Oh, like the still life drawings with skulls?
Yeah. And they didn't really care for that. Hannah says, I have a piece in my tablet that I haven't shown anyone where I did a similar emotional method.
Ooh.
I will show it to you someday.
Oh, please do, Hannah. Absolutely. It's the only way I can describe it is therapeutic. Is like you're working with the form and it continues into something else, and then you're like, oh, this shape looks like this. It's yes. I'm glad that you had a similar experience. It's so nice.
It's good that you're doing this now too, because I mean there is it's a very private thing almost.
You know what the emotions in it?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
if the piece is very emotionally laden and you're kind of sculpting it for an audience now. I don't know if it's a particularly large audience, but still, it's making yourself vulnerable. You're a very brave person.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Right now I'm not in a super emotional place sculpting it, but I am just having fun.
We have an indeterminate number of viewers.
We have 6 viewers currently.
Oh,
right
there they are. Hello, all 6 of you.
But yeah, I definitely when I started this, it was a gonna put on music and gonna get into a place and gotta think about the past and be upset. It was definitely.
I'm not laughing at
No,
your
no,
suffering,
I know.
but I understand the headspace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was good to be in, but now it's like it's sort of taken on a life of its own and it's going somewhere.
Well, you're not there anymore either, you know?
That's true. It helped me process those emotions, which is why I love art.
Hannah says it is nice. It helps.
Yeah, it helps so much. Alright, yeah, I like that. So I can put the nose, I can do like a secondary nose up here.
Oh.
So sort of mirror that form and have the teeth go
I
back.
wasn't even thinking a nose.
Oh, if you're
Weird.
gonna put the front teeth on the back of the head.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
I like it.
I mean, it's not going to read overtly as a nose, but it's going to be those similar shapes.
As my high school art teacher would say, it's a reward for looking.
Yes, yeah. She's very good.
Absolutely.
We got
It's a good phrase too.
Yes, yeah, because it's like you put little Easter eggs in there. So if people are really looking at the piece, they're like, oh, this looks like that or something different. You used to
Yes.
put a lot of those into your paintings, actually.
Still do from time to time. It's just been a while since I've painted anything. again.
Yeah. Do you want to show the snail? That's
Uh,
a good reward for looking, unless
oh.
it's.
Hannah says, I told a friend I'd play the Monster Hunter demo with them. I love you and have a good rest of the stream.
Oh, awesome!
Thank you, Hannah. You enjoy Monster
Yeah,
Hunter. Let
tell
us know how it is.
I was just gonna say, tell us how Monster Hunter is. I haven't played it, but I love all the monsters in it. They look awesomely designed. Have a good night, Hannah. Have fun
Take care,
playing
Hannah.
your game.
Enjoy.
Absolutely enjoy.
Oh, but yes, the snail. Yeah, I can show it off, but it's also like on our website and stuff. So
Is it?
sure.
Did you put it on there?
Maybe I didn't.
I think it was on your website, but I don't know.
Maybe I
if it-
tweeted about it.
You did tweet about it a while ago.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, you grabbing it?
Yeah,
Oh.
it's just over here.
Cool. Hannah gives us a thumbs up.
Yay! Alright. Sorry for the bad noise. No.
I don't think it was that bad.
Yeah, actually, this is not going to fit on
This
the
is
camera.
a terrible idea.
Can you go back to OBS?
Yeah, I got you.
Yep, you can't.
That's a terrible idea. Here, I'm gonna actually bring the camera back.
I got it, actually. Here.
No, I got it. There we go. There we are.
It's snail.
Yep.
It's a snail.
And as far as rewards for looking, I don't know if the chat can see, but there's a little ant right there. There we are. There it is.
Little
There's the
ant.
ant. Yep.
But you don't see it initially because the whole piece is...
No. Yeah, you have to get close.
Yeah. You did a really good job on the bottom portion, too, with all this texture in the snail.
Yeah.
And, like, the rock and stuff behind it. Like, you did a really good job.
Yeah. There's a lot going on in there.
There is. Very good.
It's a good piece.
It's a good piece.
It's a good thing. Thank you.
Of course.
I got it. There we are. Yeah, I think that kind of thing is important because it keeps your viewers engaged. I haven't been doing much painting for myself recently because
We've been doing business
we've been
stuff.
invested in the business.
Yeah.
Thoroughly invested in the business.
Thoroughly invested.
I'm gonna look up a lamprey.
Ooh. Lamprey's got scary mouth. I don't know about lamprey in this, though.
Not feeling it.
I'm feeling lamprey. Because
Lamp.
they're all basically, they're just circle teeth.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
I don't know about circle teeth.
It's actually a little bit more nuanced than that. They're like a sunflower almost.
A sunflower of teeth?
Yeah.
Hmm.
They have these weird sort of concentric rows.
Yeah. I could do the concentric rows for up here, but I don't know if I'd want to do that for the rest of it. Because the rest of it has very defined big teeth.
Yeah. Yeah. It does.
There we go. So This is just blocked in. It's just kind of chunked in.
Or that way. There
That
you
way.
are. Better.
So we got the nose
Mm-hmm.
and these guys. And that'll just be hanging out on
Yeah.
the top of the head.
Victrola says eel teeth might work. So let's see.
Check out eels.
The lampreys are pretty vile, but yeah, there you are.
Oh, I
See,
hate that their teeth are like, they're like little corn chips. Like they're like...
Getting kind of hungry now.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of food, we made bomb mac and cheese.
Oh.
Oh, it's so good.
I always forget they have eyes.
Oh, they have eyes.
Yeah.
I didn't know they had eyes.
They have weird... Yeah, they're just
If you want
there.
curved teeth, sperm whales have curved. Yeah,
Ah. But yeah,
Thank you,
it's
Victrola.
like a sunflower.
it is a horrible one.
The worst one.
Are each of those serrated?
They might be, but they are. They look like the thorns on a rose.
Thorns,
almost.
yeah, that's what they do.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, hagfish. Ooh.
Hagfish are kind of cool though, aren't they? Like they make a slime that's actually very useful.
Do they?
Yeah.
Yeah, look it up. All right, this has definitely been in some development.
But what was the other thing? Oh yeah,
Hagfish?
sperm whale teeth. That's what it is.
Sperm whale teeth.
Yeah, hagfish I don't mind as much as lampreys. Hagfish are like
Oh, they have like very specific teeth.
they look almost like a snail was stretched out and its face was squashed in.
Ew.
But yeah, their slime does stuff.
Is it used for like medical properties?
It might be. Oh, hagfish use their mouth like a cookie cutter to cut a hole out of a fish. It's vile.
Oh no!
That is pretty vile.
The poor fish.
Oh, there's a sperm whale. They got
They
massive
got big
chompers.
teeth. They
Oh
got big
boy.
teeth. You ever I don't know if the aquarium has one. I've been to an aquarium with a sperm whale skeleton, and they're really cool. They're really cool.
No, I haven't seen a sperm whale skeleton. I've seen baleen whales, different kinds of baleen
Yeah,
whales.
those are pretty neat.
Yeah. Oh.
Hagfish is the worst.
It's a defensive slime that instantly blows up in size, allowing them to ward off predators. Yeah.
So it like encases predators in its slime?
Yeah, it slimes them.
I love
There it is.
that. Oh, it's like it's so viscous.
Yeah, it's like
It's
like
not-
the alien slime in Alien.
Yeah. I wouldn't even call it slime. It's almost like a sheet.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
The idea is, I guess, it can gum stuff up.
Huh.
I thought they were using it to treat wounds or something too, because it's gummy.
Yeah.
The slime.
Gummy slime.
You're my gummy slime.
Gummy slime.
Mm. I miss Glabagool.
Oh, Glabagool.
Glabagool, the best boy.
So they use their mouth like a... Okay.
Yep.
We had a campaign, a D&D campaign, where...
Many moons ago.
Where we met a giant slime whose name was Glabagool, and he was just kind of hanging out. We befriended him.
Most slimes in 5th edition D&D are not sentient. This one was given the gift of sentience by accident by demons.
Wait, was that really? That wasn't your homebrew? That was actually in the campaign?
Yeah, Glabagool's real.
Well, real.
Glabagool's really in the campaign.
But that was actually his origin by demons?
Yeah, so there's a slime demon named Dweeblex.
Oh, Dreeblex. Yeah,
And I don't. All the demons are making everybody in the Underdark mad. And they're driving them crazy. So the crazy people that would normally be crazy who live down there are turning sane. So
What?
yeah, so like remember Shushar?
Yeah.
Shushar, the nice fish dude. All Kuatua are crazy, except Shushar was a pacifist because that was his madness.
Oh.
He was actually driven mad, and the demon madness just made him an okay guy.
This was the Out of the Abyss campaign for anyone
Yes,
who's interested.
5th edition game Out of the Abyss. I think it came out around 2014, 2015, something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so as this sort of wave of madness permeated the world, creatures like Glabagool just became sentient for no reason. There's a gnoll you meet. I don't know if you guys met him or not. It's like a hyena, a humanoid hyena creature,
Yeah.
and it was also like nice. You could just meet it, have a conversation with it. Again, just because
But that was their madness.
its particular form of madness was it became cowardly, I believe.
Oh, interesting.
Yep.
So yeah, Glabagul was he was a good NPC, so Ross kind of took him over as the DM insert for the rest of the campaign, where he would, for a while, for a good chunk of that campaign.
You guys kept him around, so I just played him.
Okay. I kind of thought that you wanted to be in the campaign, and so that's why you kept him around. Was it us? Was it us that we just kept him around? I don't remember.
Yeah, you guys felt so. You guys were so taken by Glabagul, by his charm.
Because he was a baby. He was just born.
Like, he just wanted to see everything.
Yeah.
So you guys were like, well, okay, we'll show you stuff. And you guys actually had to slow down because Glabagul
he's just a big giant slime.
had to ooze everywhere because he didn't move fast.
He's very good.
You guys fed some people to him also at one point.
Oh yeah, they were our enemies.
They were town guards.
Were they? Oh, I forget that we were kind of chaotic in that campaign.
You you had some kind of thing in one of those underground cities, and some guards stopped you. It was like a shakedown or something.
Yeah.
And so you killed them and just kind of tossed them into Glabagul.
Oh.
Glabagul was very happy for the meal.
Yes.
Why is this tonight? Just everything is just going back to eating things.
That's a good question. Teeth, microwaves, chocolate milk,
Pokemon.
I don't know. It's the topic of the night. I like that each stream kind of develops its own.
Devolves, you mean?
Yeah, it devolves into its own little concentric circles of topics.
That's all right. I think that's how it's supposed to work.
Yeah. All right. I think I've made some decent headway on this for the night. Can you go back to OBS so I can see the live
Yes,
feed?
of course. Victrola says you might be hungry. Yes,
Yeah.
I have been on a diet, so I've been hungry all the time.
Yeah. All right. So we got some fun teeth. We changed the nose shape. Teeth. We added some weird vertebrae to the head. We added some spikies to the side of the head. And we kind of defined a little bit of the eye area. I don't know how much you guys actually noticed changed, but it's coming along. It's coming along.
It is. What are your plans for continuing this?
I mean, continue working with the forms, but I think we've generally figured out the situation. Like, the head now has a definitive end.
It does, and
So,
it looks
like,
good.
Having this is good. Going around the ear is good. This jaw is now pretty set. The eyes are pretty set. I like the way the nose is. So I think at this point, it's more doing some symmetry adjustments, but not a lot, because you want to have the artistic hand in it. A lot of what makes art interesting is that it is imperfect from side to side.
Not to mention, most things in the natural world are imperfect
This is true.
from side to side. There are, well, I was going to say very few.
Mm.
Nobody is really truly symmetrical. Like, you might think your face is even, but it's not.
It's not.
If you go onto one of those programs that mirrors your face,
Yeah, it looks
you
weird.
look weird. Yeah.
So this is a practice in me letting go of my perfectionism, because I'm like, I want to bring it into the digital world so I can exactly mirror it and make everything perfect and 3D print it. So I'm going to continue working this with its imperfections, I think.
I think that's a brave thing to do.
Thank you. I'm just gonna basically mirror what happened on this side, on the other side,
Yep.
and then I think we get into the detail stage at that point.
Okay. How detailed are you gonna go?
That's a good question. I don't want to go insane with the detail.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna leave some things general, but I want things to be textured, if that makes sense.
Yes, I do understand.
So I'm not gonna like, I'm not gonna go like and put like skin dimples in it and do that. But I am gonna make some interesting textures and some flowing lines and shapes, just so we have some difference of material that could be painted different ways whenever it's done.
Okay.
I think that would be fun. Yeah, I do want to limit myself with this one because it's easy. It would be easy for me to spend months on this, to just, tackle it a little bit and do more shapes and that kind of thing.
Yeah, I agree. I think this is kind of a design that will benefit from less is more.
Less is more. Yeah.
Which is weird to say because it's been sort of more is more up until this point.
Yeah.
Because there is a lot going on.
There's a lot going on, but I think I agree. I should keep things a little bit simplified just so you have some breathing room in it. Because otherwise, if everything is detailed, it's too much to look at.
Yes, it requires a deft hand.
Yeah. And when it's molded and cast, you'll be able to you can play with color too. So like the eyes will be dark areas, the nose will be dark, and that will help reset some of these areas so that they're, I guess, negative spaces. So your eye can kind of rest in them and then look at the rest of the stuff.
So you're saying that when it's all one homogeneous material rather than the clay.
Yeah.
Or are you referring to paint?
I'm referring to more like paint.
Okay.
So like when it's molded and cast and these areas are mesh, they're going to be black, and so that'll help create a negative area where your eye can rest, as opposed to like looking at all the detail all the time.
So this is something that I should pay attention to and I should keep in mind when I paint it.
You don't have to paint it.
I didn't say I had to either.
Okay. If you want to paint it, by all means.
I might want to.
Okay. That would be fun.
If we're making one for ourselves.
Yeah. Although I don't know if this one would fit you. It's a little small.
I didn't say for me. I said for ourselves.
Okay.
Yeah.
That would be a good portfolio piece to put something.
Oh, it's a tremendous portfolio piece.
Yeah. Just to take, like, we could go out in nature or by some abandoned building and take some cool photos. That would be neat.
For a moment, I thought you were using buy in the sense that we would purchase an abandoned building. I was like, we definitely do not have the budget for that.
No, like, we'll go find one.
I can find an abandoned building. You want me to find you an abandoned building? I'll find you an abandoned building.
Okay, all right.
I know an abandoned building.
I believe you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you, Victrola, for saying that it looks awesome so far.
Yeah,
we
thank
really
you.
Appreciate
I
it.
tend to agree with that. It looks really good. And I think it doesn't look too terribly Klingon. I think you did okay there.
Yeah. It doesn't look too... Like, it's definitely grotesque, but it's not repelling. At least in my opinion.
It's pretty tough to look at.
Is it tough to look at?
It's
okay.
tough.
All right. That's part of its
But I
charm,
think it's
guess.
awesome, though.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I refine it a little bit, it might be a little bit...
I'm going to try something.
Yeah, because it's very bright. Oh, that's worse! Ooh.
I kind of dig that,
I kind
though.
of dig that, yeah.
Yeah. The light, you can really see
All the little details
all the nooks and crannies.
in it. Yeah.
Here, let me... that kind of washes it out almost.
Yeah. There we go.
Yeah, new webcam, so it has a light built in, so
Which
that's
is
really
really
cool.
rad.
Mhm. Yeah, look at that. That's nice.
Real scary. Ooh, looks
Crosses,
great.
ooh,
Thank
looks
you.
great. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe next time I should sculpt like that. Yeah, but I
That's
think
very
we're
good.
pretty good.
Okay. So I think that's where we're going to leave our stream for tonight.
Yeah. Thank you everyone for joining, and we
Yeah.
appreciate the odd topics of conversation that we got to tonight, and the random talk of sculpture and form.
I bet Mag Cargo would be pretty good.
Mag Cargo.
Yeah,
Which one is
the
that?
fire snail Pokemon.
Oh yeah.
I bet that won't be pretty good. Because, escargot is a thing.
Yeah. Mag Cargo.
Yeah, I bet it'd be spicy.
Very spicy.
cool.
Spicy snails. So thank you everyone
Yeah.
for joining us for talking about
Thank you,
eating
everybody.
Pokemon and stuff. It was a good stream, and I very much appreciated it.
All right.
Thanks for streaming. The randomness is fun, says Victrola. Absolutely.
I strive for that kind of randomness in my life because without it, life is boring.
Yeah, plus you learn something. Like, we looked up a lot of things tonight.
Mm-hmm. Hagfish.
Hagfish.
Their
Ooh.
slime is good.
Their slime is good, but also scary.
Yeah, I didn't know they bored into the sides of fish the way lampreys do.
Yeah,
That's pretty messed
that's
up.
uncomfortable. Anyway, we won't leave the stream on that. Thank you for all the love and support that you guys
thanks.
give us. We really, really appreciate it.
Take care, everybody.
We'll be back again next week, probably around the same time.
Bye.
Bye.